Gentlemen, boys and girls. Wait. Where are the kids? Oh well, I think a lot of you will be kids at heart, so I'll be fine. Well, hello. How's it going? Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is the part of the show where you all watch me. Wait. Is that right? All about me? No, actually, it's all about someone else. It's actually all about God. Do you know who God is? Wow, where should I start? That is a really good idea. Let's start at the beginning. Okay, so where did it start? The very first day.
What was the first day?
Well, before the first day, it was in the beginning. God was the creator of the universe, and he created it. Have you heard that story before?
No.
Okay, let me tell you. So, in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth, and there was darkness, was over the face of the deep, and the Spirit of God hovered over the waters. And then, God said, let there be light. Achoo!
Oh my goodness.
Man, that is bright. You know when you walk outside and the sun makes you sneeze? That's the brightness of the light that he created. How crazy is that? Then, he made it split. He made it into night and day. How crazy is that?
So you mean this is when night and day first happened?
Yeah, on the first day, he made light and day. Wow. Then, on the second day, he created the heavens and the sky between the earth, and it was good.
Whoa, what's wrong in your head?
Well, it's like the sky when we look up. And you see like where the planes fly through and where the rain falls from. That's like the sky and the heavens. How cool is that?
Well.
Then he created the land and the sea, and he like grabbed the water, pulled it all together, and made the land like go woo up out of the water.
Oh wow, I'm so glad you did that because otherwise we'd have to be living with scoop tanks or something and always blowing bubbles.
Oh, that would be funny. I'd go blub 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 blub. We'd almost need to be fish. Wait, fish? He hasn't created them yet. Then he created the grass and the trees, created the sun and the moon. And also, he created them for signs, days, and years.
Really?
So that we could tell time and like have the date, so we knew how old you were, oldie. Now we're actually pretty young, so those people over there, because there's no kids, they're all old.
Wait, so you say we get our calendar and years from what God made?
Yeah, and he put all the stars in the sky so that we could tell that and work out time and years. How cool is that?
That's cool.
Then he made the fish and everything that moves in the sea. Whoa! Did you see that fish jump out?
Wow,
Whoa! See the fish and the sea? How cool is that?
that's so cool.
Then he made the birds that like fly, fly. Well, I can jump, but I can't actually fly. I can try, but he made them like fly all around the sky and be like, ooh, really cool. How awesome is that? And then, and guess what? After he made it like a fly, he was like, that is good. Then, on the sixth day, he made cattle. Wow! He made the cattle and the creeping things,
Oh no.
like the ones that like Gemma loves. Oh, there's a spider. Well, do you know what's cool about spiders? They can skydive and catch themselves on their own web. How cool is
Wow,
that?
that's so cool.
Pretty cool, I reckon. And then he made all the creatures on the earth, and it was good. Real. So then there was like, what did he make? He made like the pigs. Whoa! I wonder why he made them so fat.
You thought.
Whoa, that's a funny looking piggy. What else do you reckon he made?
I'm a rat. Hi.
Whoa, made rats? Oh man, that is crazy making a rat. Oh, don't want the rats. Oh, man, he made this thing with springs in its legs. And it like jumps all over the place. How cool is that? Oh, I wish I could jump as hard as them. Little skippity skipper. Whoa, that's awesome. And then he made male and female. What?
You mean he made you and me?
Yeah, he made us. Like, that's insane. How did he make us? And then he said that he made us in the image of God.
What
Which
does
is
that
like,
mean?
whoa, it means like we are different to all those animals, like the skippity skipper who jumps real high, and a big whale that goes, wee, and then like everything else. We are different because we are in the image of God. And he said everything else was like good, but he said we are very good. How cool is that?
So good.
We were like, so cool. And then, after he did that, he got like real tired, I reckon, because he was like making all this crazy stuff. So on the seventh day, God rested. How cool is that? And then that was like kind of setting an example for us that we can rest on the seventh day.
That's so good.
So, there you go. That's like a little bit of what God did in the first week of the world.
Wow.
You guys are laughing at me. I like, whoa. I think I'm gonna go high now.
That's a lot to take into my head right now.
Yeah, how big is God? Like, God is so big. He created the heavens and the earth. He like, it must be absolutely ginormous and like crazy powerful. Because if He created me and you and all the living things in the sea, in the earth and the world, He must be like, boom.
But he didn't just create it in billions of years. He created it in like 7 days, you think?
No, 6 days, because on the seventh day He rested. So that's like, what? Like, He must be like, hectic good.
He must be a big god.
Yeah, like,
I want to learn more about him.
yeah, I thought I could fit Him in my little brain and understand everything about Him. But it turned out I don't think I can actually understand everything about God, because my brain is like, well, it's not even as big as those people's over there. And so I don't think I'll fit Him into my brain and understand everything about Him, but we can learn something about Him. And yeah, we'll talk about that in a minute.
Alright.
Okay.
I'll be listening.
Bye! Me? Oh, I was just like giving them a bit of a hype up because I was scared to get on stage. Alrighty, so everyone's probably heard that story before, and it's very easy for us to be like, oh yeah, we heard that. Cool. God created the earth, created us. But He made us, like He made everything good that is on the earth, and then He made us very good. So God is a good, good God, and He made good things for us to enjoy. And He's insanely powerful. So we want to like think God is good. He's made us very good, and it's hard for us in our human brains to comprehend how big God is. But like earlier, we were singing "How Great Is Our God," and like sometimes it's actually hard for us to realize how great He is, because we like to fit Him in our brain and understand Him and our intellect has to know, like has to make sense to our intellect sometimes, which sometimes God is so much greater than what our intellect can understand that we need to actually give him that glory and that greatness that he deserves, because we're not going to understand everything about God. We just can't fathom it. But there is a lot we can know about God. And when we get to know him, we can learn about him and learn things about him, and we can learn to love him, because he is a good father and he is powerful. So, what does the Bible say about that? In Deuteronomy 6:3 says, "You shall love the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul and with all your might." So God does want us to love him, and we can see so much around us that he's put in place for us to love, and see God in that. In the creation, we can go hiking, and Tassie's awesome for it. There's rivers and mountains and the sea, and we can go, snorkeling and see what he's created and absolutely love what God's created and love God for it. And how's it sort of look like? How do we love God more than that? He says, like in John 13:34 and 35, "There's a new commandment I give you, that you love one another just as I have loved you. You also are to love one another. By this all people will know that you are my disciples, if you have love for one another." So by loving God, it actually looks like loving each other and loving the creation around us. And people will be able to see that we love God by how we love each other and those around us. So what happens when we're having a bad day or something hard is happening and we don't feel like loving the people around us, or we don't feel like loving creation because something's hard and it's just like there's no one around, you're by yourself and you're just ready to spit it? Well, you've got to know God for yourself. If you are going off just, your friends at church's faith or your parents' faith or those around you, and just saying, "Yep, I love God," it's like right now, it's easy for you to agree with what I'm saying because everyone's there and like nodding, like, "Oh yeah, that's awesome." But then you go home and something happens, and then it's like, "Oh, actually, maybe I don't agree with that. Maybe I don't actually believe that." And then that's when you won't love someone or love those around you as you should, or love God as you should and obey God's commandments. Whereas if we know God for ourselves in our heart, that's when, even when things are hard, even when you haven't got the church around you, you haven't got your parents telling you what to do or like how to love God, you're still going to love God and you're going to obey him and keep his commandments because you know for yourself who God is and how amazing he is, and you love God yourself. So like a big thing is, like for us, I want all of you this week to make time for God. If you don't make time for him, you don't know him, and if you don't know him, you can't love him. So really don't just listen to me or listen to whoever it is up the front or your friends, your parents. Find it out for yourself. Read the scriptures, get to know God, pray, seek him, and the more you know him, the more you'll love him, and it won't be just going along with the flow. It'll be you making that effort to love him, and you'll know why you love him even in the hard times, and you won't just be like a new car where it's like, "Oh, sick, new car, love it." But 6 months later, it's not a new car anymore, it's a bit dirty and it's not running quite right, and you're like, I don't want it anymore. Whereas with God, the more you get to know him, there's always new things, always new stuff that makes you like, "Whoa, this is amazing." So I just encourage everyone to, no matter how old you are or how long you've been walking with God, whether it's not long or it's been ages, to make that time extra for him, get to know him so that you can, love him no matter what is going on around you. And we do serve a big God, and he can make a difference in our situation. If he can create the heavens and the universe and create us, then he can work in your situation. So I encourage you all to, be encouraged, go out, find out more about God this week, and really, search him out for yourself and not other people's faith. There we go.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely going to search out this God who created the universe in 6 days.
Just before we finish, I just want to tell you a little bit of what Young Adults' mission is going forward, and what, I can't remember if we've done this already or not, but what we're going to be doing is every Young Adult Sunday, we're going to be going through from start to finish of the Bible. Well, that's going to take years, but stick around, and we're just going to be telling the big stories, the big parts that happen, because we might get a grasp of, I don't know, in kindergarten or, child school or whatever, when you were younger, you might have heard these stories, and then it's kind of like, oh, okay, whatever, I know those stories. But we really want to kind of dig deep and bring out these stories throughout the Bible. And also there are families that will come in that may not actually know that much about the Bible or have never actually heard about the Bible. So what we'd love to do with our Young Adult Sundays is go through the big stories, break it down so it's really easy to understand, but hopefully so you guys can still take things away as well throughout your week. Awesome. We might do one more song and then we'll wrap up and